relationship. Reflect on your path. This is the completion speech after she's completed 5 levels. So reflect on your path. And before he goes about giving his speech, let me call upon a speech evaluator, Toastmaster Roshni, to read out her speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Roshni.
Thank you, President and Priya Modi, Toastmaster Satish Menon. And yes, as the Toastmaster of the day specified, this is a level completion speech. And Toastmaster Jirish is expected to reflect on his growth during the completion of this entire pathway and what all he learned during the pathway as a person and as a Toastmaster. Yeah, over to you, Modi. Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni. Toastmaster Jirish, what happened? What happened, Toastmaster Jirish?
Thank you, the distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. A quick audio and video. Check. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning to my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So, I just want to tell about myself first. I'm a kind of a person, never step out of my house unless or until I'm completely satisfied and looking on myself into the mirror. I just get into the mirror first, just look into myself, my reflection in the mirror. Unless or until I'm completely satisfied on looking onto myself, I will not even step out of my room first. How many of you here with the same kind of mentality or the same kind of attitude? Anyone? First have the thought of looking yourself into the mirror and then showcasing yourself to the rest of the world. Anyone with me? So you all people just get out of your bed and just go out without even checking yourself in the mirror. Okay. Okay, it's fine. But if you ask me, like, unless or until I'm completely satisfied with the way I look, I reflect in the mirror, I will not showcase myself. The same way, I'm here to share my experience, how I reflect over the pathways that I have chosen in this Toastmasters. See, I have taken two paths. This is my second path. The first pathway is motivational strategies, and the second pathway is my strategic relationship. How these two pathways, what really happened in my life, how these things are really reflecting in my day-to-day life. As I said, like I used to look into the reflection, and unless I'm completely satisfied with that, I will not move on to the next step. The same way, I'm just trying to see how it reflects into my day-to-day life. Am I really learned? Have I really progressed? If not, I would be in the same pace. Unless or until I've learned something, I won't be moving on to the next pathway. So the same way, I'm here to share few of the experiences, what I could see that it is getting reflected in my day-to-day life. First thing, as many of the people know that I'm a fitness enthusiast. So being a fitness enthusiast, being a fitness freak, or the one who always have this mentality of being healthy, being fit, and always getting into the gym for bodybuilding. How these two pathways are reflected in my passion. Recently, some 4 to 5 months before, I wanted to do a transformation. I wanted to get into one of the best shape, a natural fitness shape that I've ever been. So I've really lost 10 kgs. I've lost a lot of my fat, and I got into a body fat percentage of 12 to 13 now. So from 65 I started, and now I'm in the range of 54 to 55 kilos with a good muscle and a good physique. So this is what I did. But whatever that I did really motivated, really inspired. Yeah, after doing all this transformation, people started asking me, Jirish, what you did, how you suddenly, shredded this 10 kgs within this 2 to 3 months of time. So what really happened? Why you did? So this kind of thing really inspired, really motivated people. Again, they also wanted to get into that kind of fitness level actually. And I've seen after this transformation has been done, there were like lot of calls, there were like lot of questions, there were like lot of people reaching on to me and asking me. So that is the starting point. I could really reflect on my motivational strategies. I really started inspiring, motivating people, whatever the things that I was doing. See, I could see like the most effective strategy is often that one that aligns with your authentic self. Whatever that you do, you be real, you be intentional, and the people will start following you. That was a thing that really happened on my transformation path. So after transforming, even in my gym, the gym owner approached me. He asked me like, can you take some personal training sessions to our clients? Some personal training. Could you be? Can you be a personal trainer to few of our clients? I said okay, I could do it. Then we got like 3 to 4 clients start approaching me, and all these 3 to 4 clients, I could see like the green screen is getting displayed. Uh, for the information of the timer, the time limit is from 10 to 12 minutes. Sorry for that. So coming back to my story, okay. So people started approaching me. So I started training people. But the way that I train myself, the way that I transform, I cannot apply the same technique to the people who are approached me, right? See, there are like different age people, people with different ages. I could say like uh, person, I mean, there was a lady, she is 58 years old, and there was another lady, she's just 22 years of age. And there are like two other people with of different goals. The goals are different because for a 58 years old lady, she want to reduce her weight. She want to just reduce the bad cholesterol, the blood sugar have to go down, and she want to be in a healthy state. That's it. Whereas for a lady who is of 22 years old, she wants to get married. She looks very lean. She want to increase her weight. And the other two persons actually they want to get into a great shape. So one is very fat and one is very lean again. So one has to build the muscle and one has to build the muscle and have to lose the weight for the competition. So training these different sets of people, it is like to understand their needs first, their goals first. So that was the first thing. And preparing the strategies or preparing the plan to them depends on their lifestyle because that 58 years old lady, she is working in metro water action. Uh, so where exactly I have to design the way that at what time she wakes up, what is the available time to really work out the way that she eats. It all depends on her lifestyle. The same way, it really applies to the different sets of people. So I cannot use the same strategy, or I cannot use the same thing that what exactly happened to me, what exactly I did to myself. It depends on each and every individual. So preparing the strategy, preparing the plan, preparing or training them based on their needs. So that really reflected on my strategic relationship. It is not doing blindly that what exactly that I did to myself. It's all about understanding the people. It's all about reading their needs first and providing the service accordingly, which eventually helped. After 2 months of period, the lady with 58 years old, she started with 77 and now she is in 73 kilos of weight. So she just lost 3 kilos. That is totally fine. We do not want to go to like 10 or 15 kilos in 2 months because that is not really healthy for a age old person. But whereas for the person who has started with 22, I mean, years of old, she is just 44 kilos actually. And now she is in that 50 to 52, not being very fat again. She's looking good and she's in a good shape. And I also started training the people for the competition. they are started competing. They are in a confidence on getting into the stage now. So soon, in a month, they will also be stepping into the bodybuilding stage. So this how actually we do the things and people start get inspired, get motivated, and approach you. And when they approach you, how my way on reading the people, how my way on understanding the people and providing to meet their needs. So this is how I could see like, yeah, this Toastmasters status in the pathways that I have learned, it started reflecting into my day-to-day life. And also not only here, even in my office, getting on to the clients that I work with, see, people come up with different requirements. I have the same team working with me, but I cannot use my the team that in order to meet the requirements in the same way for every requirement that we receive from the business. For each and every uh, difference with the requirement that has been provided from the business, we have to work accordingly. We have to, provide the things accordingly. Every time, actually, we have never compensated with the quality. So that's where actually our service towards our business was really commendable. And each and every time approaching with the different strategies for the different clients, for the different requirements from the same clients, really helped us to get into the next level in my career. So not only in my career or passion, even with my day-to-day activities, I could see like lot of difference, uh, because of the way that whatever the thing that I do that motivates them, and also the way when people approach me, the way on reacting to them, responding to them, on meeting to their needs, really showed up a very big difference in my life, and I could totally relate to it. Only to the part, I mean, only to the things that I've learned on all these like 3 to 4 months on this strategic relationship path. The same way with starting off with my motivational strategies, people got inspired, got motivated, started following me. And for the followers, what I have did is like, it's not just leading or it's not providing the random advice. It's also like providing the way that really suits them in order to meet their goals, their requirements, the life. So thanks for the opportunity, to share my life experience, the reflection that really happened on the pathways that I have chosen so far. And looking forward to learn a lot on picking up a new pathway in my near future. Thanks for the opportunity. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, the distinguished Toastmaster, Satish.
What happened under strategic relationship pathway and reflect on your path project. Over to you, Toastmaster Roshini.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
What happened, Toastmaster Jirish? What happened? Just scaring. So, to start with, I appreciate TMOD for giving me an idea of the type of person Toastmaster Jirish is, because this is the first time being here and first time judging or evaluating something from the pathway of strategic leadership. So getting that idea from the TMOD and followed by Toastmaster Jirish telling that he's a kind of person who prefers fitness and who is disciplined and who has a career, who is also driven and multifaceted in his dedication to the club. All of it gave a overview of his personality so that it would be easier for me to evaluate. So he started initially with his first pathway, which was motivational strategies and how what he learned from it overall, trying to convey his experiences to others. But then slowly I was thinking, where is the strategic relationships part? And he eventually came to it as in he built on top of the initial pathway, which is whatever I learned, I'm going to tell to every person in the meeting room. But then when it came to the second pathway, I'm going to study every single person in the meeting room and tell the same message in a way that would be required for them and conveyable to them in such a way that they can observe. So not only did he tell about how he learned from his pathway, he also established a differentiation or a learning point from the transition in the pathways. And he started with the question of how do you judge yourself in the mirror, or how do you see that? I wish audience could have interacted, but he handled that inactiveness in the audience response also well. He had this smile throughout his speech, and he was adjusting his camera angles. He was not nervous, or he was just freely flowing. And in the speech, what I liked is, in speeches, speakers might be upfront in saying, hey, this is what I want to convey, but the other part of speakers who just end up telling stories and knitting it together, and you end up learning what the speaker wants to convey. It's not saying, but then storytelling. So that's something that I liked in your level completion speech, Toastmaster Jirish. And if I had to give you some recommendations, I really wanted you to give some specific moment of self introspection, because I think that's something that is for Toastmasters and people come there for it. Any specific moment of self introspections or revelations that you had while creating a speech or delivering a series of 20 speeches. So that's something that I could have appreciated more. And tying around the title, the speech was complete, but it would have been nice if you brought in the title of what happened in the beginning or end, or somewhere tying the title around the speech instead of just giving a title. And yeah, so these are the small recommendations that I can give, but you are just comfortable with the audience, with the topic, and you're satisfied by finishing both of your pathways. So I'd like to congratulate you for finishing this pathway and 2 pathways overall. Yeah. So what happened? We have witnessed this. Over to you, General Evaluator.